happy Thanksgiving. I want to share with you guys my Thanksgiving haul, raw fruit and veggie haul, my haul before Thanksgiving, and kind of share with you some of the foods I'm taking with me, that I'm making and taking with me to my Thanksgiving dinner with my family, as fully raw. Of course, you guys, super simple and easy to do, and most definitely you can do it around the holidays, no problem. So this is my haul. I had to get my normal fruit and vegetables for my own stash, but then I had to pick up my ingredients for a raw vegan pumpkin pie I'm making. And my mom, she is supplying the pumpkin, the raw pumpkin, sweet pumpkin, and then I have picked up all my nuts that I need. I got cashews, almonds, and pecans for the pie, and extra dates, of course. And then I decided to pick up Natural Delights coconut date rolls and Natural Delights pumpkin pie spice date rolls, and to bring with me up to the family so they can snack on those too. And these are good. I know it's packaged, but all it has is dates, pecans, pumpkin pie spice, which is cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and allspice, and that's it. And so these are good little things to take with, like, to parties, you know. Raw snacks to take to parties, or of course make your own if you want, but I decided to pick these up just so my mom can try some, and so the family can try them if they want. And then I had to get my coconut water. I know they're in aluminum cans here, people, but it's the best I can do right now, and I love Taste Nirvana coconut water, but most certainly would get it straight from the young coconut if I could, but I can't, so this is the best I can do. I also drink Zico coconut water, but that was pretty low in the stores too, so I had to go with this. So I know it's an aluminum can, I don't like that, but it's the best I can do, and I really need coconut water at this moment in time. So there's my dates. This is 4 pounds total of medjool dates, lots of bananas for my smoothies, banana and ice cream, so I had to get my stash ripening again. I actually got clearance bananas, so they were 59 cents per pound because they were overripe, right? No, they're not even fully ripened yet. They still need to go, but those are those clearance bananas, which you always get those sales and discounts, right? Then of course I had to get my grapefruits. Oh my gosh, yes, to love the grapefruits. White, these are white grapes, white organic grapes. I got a keep mango. It's not a regular mango, it's a keep mango. Those like honey mangoes, it reminds me of honey, but they're massive, super big. Actually, they get much bigger than this, but I had to get one, and this was $6.99 each, so I only got one. But hot chia persimmons, I got some hot chia persimmons, and I know you have to wait until those are almost like water balloons before you can eat them. They're super tasty. And then I had to get some all the spices. I had to get some chili peppers and chili red pepper flakes for some extra spice, and a pomegranate, solo diamond head papayas, Hawaii papayas. I got my tomatoes, cauliflower, lemon and lime for my dressings, lots of celery, green curly kale, lots of romaine lettuce and oregano herbs, and lots of zucchinis because I am in the mood for zoodles. Oh my goodness, my sesame zoodles. That's what I got. I got some sesame seeds here because I'm into my sesame seed dressing dip and everything, and I love it with the zoodles, so I'm into the zoodle craze right now. Alrighty guys, so that's my Thanksgiving haul, fruit and veggie haul before Thanksgiving, so I will see you guys at Thanksgiving. Okay you guys, so I had to go take back my romaine lettuce. I bought 3 large heads of romaine lettuce I showed you there, guys. I had to take it back because there was this E. coli breakout, I guess. I'm not sure if you guys have heard this. I think it's just within the United States, well, I think it's worldwide, but definitely within the United States and Canada, I believe. And so I'm like, you know what? It's better to be safe than sorry, you know. So I took back my 2 heads of romaine lettuce, so I had to do that. So it's nice to get a refund for that at least, but dang it, had to take back my romaine. I'm having my keep mango. What is it? It's a mango, but it's a keep mango. Those really massive mangoes. They remind me of honey. They taste like honey. They're super good, and my goodness, am I hungry for one. And Elsie, come on now, woman. Speak my language. You gotta speak my language, Elsie. I don't understand you. Anyways, you guys, I am having my keep mango right now because, my goodness, I am hungry for one. And dang, it's hitting the spot right now. So I finished my raw vegan pumpkin pie, and oh my gosh, it tastes so good. Just like pumpkin pie, only better. It's amazing this is fully raw. This is so delicious, and it looks like pumpkin pie too. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of wrap it up, and I'm gonna put it in the freezer for tomorrow. So when I'm ready to go up to see the family, it'll be I think it's best to put it in the freezer, and then it'll thaw out just in time for ready to eat tomorrow afternoon, you know. And so what I did here, I used RawVegan's pumpkin pie recipe, and because there's so many different types of pumpkin pie recipes out there, and I've never made a raw vegan pumpkin pie before, so this is my very first one, and it turned out astonishingly well for me. I am so pleased. I am so well pleased, and I'm amazed at myself here. But I chose to go with RawVegan's pumpkin pie recipe, and she has her own recipe video on her channel, so you can go check that out. So the crust, what I did for the crust here, she said for her crust, she said 1 cup of pecans, 1 cup of almonds, 10 soaked dates, and cinnamon, and then also like 1 cup of oats. But I am not I'm not into oats. Oats are very mucus forming, and I am just not into oats, so I left those out. And I know you can make a pie crust just with dates and nuts here, and so that's what I did. But I didn't use as many pecans and almonds. I would say I only used roughly ½ a cup of almonds and ½ a cup of pecans, and that was plenty. That was plenty. And then I kind of used a little extra to make into like sort of small chunky powder, so the date mixture doesn't stick to the pan here, so it's easy when we cut it. It'll easily pop out of the glass pie bowl here. And so that's what I did for the crust there, and I used my Vitamix blender for that. And then I just blended it up enough until all the dates and nuts were all kind of chopped together perfectly, and it worked out just fine. And then the pie filling called for 2 cups of pumpkin, 1/4 cup soaked cashews, ½ a cup of dates, 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice, 1 teaspoon of vanilla powder, 1/4 cup of almond milk, and 2 tablespoons of agave nectar, or just use extra dates. Now I did not use almond milk because I don't make my own nut milks, and I'm not going to buy the store-bought nut milk, so I actually didn't even put it in there. My pumpkin was hydrating enough, and it was perfect because I know you don't want your pie filling to be liquidy at all, so I knew without that liquid it really didn't need it, and the cashews are make it creamy enough, and so I didn't even put the almond milk in there, and I'm glad I didn't. And then actually the cashews, since there's the pie crust is really creamy, I didn't want a super creamy pie filling either. I wanted it creamy but not overpowering creamy, and I know when you add cashews it makes things extremely creamy, and so I only used half of a 1/4 cup of soaked cashews. I only used half of that, so and that was the perfect amount of creaminess for me, and I know my mom will love it. Hopefully the other family would love it too. But seriously, this tastes just like pumpkin pie. It's amazing, and it looks just like pumpkin pie too. That's even better, because that's one thing the people who aren't raw or don't know about raw fruits and vegetables, and even eating like a diet rich in that, or a full diet comprised of that, and eating actual meals of just raw fruits, nuts, seeds, or veggies and greens and stuff, sometimes the color changes and it doesn't look appealing to them. But this looks just like regular apple pie, regular pumpkin pie. Excuse me, guys.
Charissa has the skill, the love, and the smile, and she's always willing to learn more. Please help us in congratulating Charissa on being our featured music student of the month. Proudly brought to us by Music Bar, with everything you'll need for musicians of all ages. It's Music Bar.
So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's Thanksgiving morning, and I just made my Thanksgiving dinner to take with me up to the family here. And I made my cinnamon corn, cheesy, no nutritional yeast, dressing, and with spiralized zoodles. And this is what I have been loving for quite a while, and I still want this. So I made my deep dish bowl here full of zoodles. And then I'm taking, like I showed you in my haul, these natural delights pumpkin pie spice, and for the family there. And then here's my pumpkin pie. I bring it out so we can let it start thawing, and then I'm gonna take it up there with me. after Thanksgiving, and I couldn't end the vlog last night because I got home at like 1 o'clock in the morning. That's how it is when I go back and visit the family. I don't leave the house until anytime after midnight because we're always up watching a movie or talking, and it was generally just me, my mom, and my dad generally talking late last night. But anyways, my Thanksgiving was fantastic, and hopefully your guys's was too. We were supposed to, I'm sorry if I didn't vlog anything. There's some family members that don't want to be on camera, you know, and it was just the holiday. I've been trying to just enjoy the holiday instead of always thinking about, oh, I should capture this, I should capture that. So I just didn't do that, but I captured what I could during the day up to when I went home there, and then when I was leaving, what I could. So but anyways, we were supposed to visit, well actually we were supposed to have Thanksgiving with my Uncle Randy and Roella, but they backed out, so it was just me, my mom, and my brother, and it was a standard Thanksgiving because my parents, especially my dad and my brother, they still eat meat, especially my dad, and he still eats processed foods and stuff, so it was, the Thanksgiving spread was the standard traditional Thanksgiving spread, you know, the turkey, the stuffing, the rolls. My dad made deviled eggs, and then my brother made his own coleslaw with oil and stuff like that. But then of course there's the massive veggie tray, and then I made my own raw dinner, and then I brought my own raw pumpkin pie, and then actually this was unplanned. This was unplanned, you guys, is my mom and my brother requested that I make my hemp seed dip. And I was so surprised. I'm like, what? You guys really like that? Because it's creamy, and we added dill and basil to it, which made it even better. And it was super good. So they had all the ingredients for it, so I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. So I made my raw hemp seed dip for the veggies, and so they enjoyed that. So I'm like, this is awesome. And then this is what's left of my pie, you guys. This is what my pie looks like after sliced up, cut up. It's fantastic. Oh my gosh, this is so good. It's amazing that it's fully raw, and it tastes just like pumpkin pie, and it smells just like pumpkin pie. And my mom loved it so much that she wanted the recipe. She wanted the recipe so she could try it for herself. And so my mom had 2 slices, I had 2 slices, and my brother, he had just about half a slice just to try it, but he loved it. And so my mom loved it so much too. So I was like, awesome, that's so cool. And but then they also enjoyed those natural delights that I brought, also those pumpkin pie delights. Those, they really enjoyed those also, so they just kept the whole container there and they ate the rest of them. So I'm like, that's so awesome. But if you're curious to what I ate yesterday for Thanksgiving, I had my whole bag of Welch's grapes that I showed you there, and then I had my corn zoodles that I showed you guys there. I had that for my dinner, my Thanksgiving dinner, and then I had 2 slices of my pumpkin pie, roughly this size, and then I had 4 to 5, I think it was like 4 of those natural pecan delight things that I brought up there. I had 4 or 5 of them, and then of course I snacked on the veggies and my hemp seed dip also. And so that's what I ate for Thanksgiving. And this is so funny because oh, and then actually real quick, my mom, she made her own cranberry sauce. It's a vegan cranberry sauce, and all the ingredients she used were raw, but she added honey to it, and then she cooked it a little bit so the cranberries would get soft and plump, and then they pop in your mouth. That's how she wants her cranberry sauce. So she had made her own very own vegan cranberry sauce. And then so my mom, she did not have any turkey. My brother didn't really have any turkey, and of course I didn't have no turkey, but my dad did. And so, but I mean, the turkey was massive. This thing was huge, and I was wondering, why in the world did they buy such a freaking huge turkey? And if it was just gonna be the 4 of us, you know, and my dad, and I mean, it'd just be the 3 of them who would actually eat the turkey. But it turned out my mom didn't have any, and my brother really didn't have any, so my dad was kind of the only one that had it. And then of course the dogs, they got little niblets and stuff in their dinners too for Thanksgiving. But oh, this is so funny. This is so funny. Oh my gosh, this was just Whoa. Okay, so of course this had to happen to me. I'm sure situations like this happen to you guys too, and of course it always ends up this way. Okay, so what happened was my dad, when he was cutting the turkey, he was trying to really cut it, you know, but he was holding on to it, but it actually slipped out of his hand, and the juices and part of some turkey pieces splattered all over the table. Not a whole lot, but it splattered on the table and got into some of the dishes, but it got into the dishes on my side. My side only. Of course, the one person who does not eat meat, who eats the cleanest possible too, that's the person where the meat and the juices and everything splatter on and gets into the food, you know. Now, nothing got into my personal dinner, nothing got into my dinner bowl, but the hemp seed dip, which was placed kind of close to me, next to me and my brother, some turkey pieces flew into the hemp seed dip, and we all burst out. Well, I burst out laughing, and then they started laughing. I'm like, of course, this is what I did. I burst out laughing, and I said, of course, the one person who doesn't eat meat and who eats the cleanest possible, of course it splatters on me. Of course it splatters on my side. And look, Mommy, there's some turkey pieces in our hemp seed dip too. And it was so funny. We were all laughing, and my mom said, it's okay. We'll get the turkey out of the dip. We'll get the turkey out of the dip. And I'm like, hey, that's fine. You guys are the ones munching on it the most anyways, but it's fine. It's fine. And then we just were all laughing. I'm like, of course, that's exactly what happens every time. Okay guys, so that's how my Thanksgiving went, and so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if it's gone on way too long. Thank you for hanging in there if you stayed till the end, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Remember to love being raw. Put a big old smile on your face today. I hope I did that for you, and I will see you guys next video. Okay, bye guys.